Hello everyone, I'm Francois. We are at the digital imaging booth at NAB 2016. Welcome to the Sony booth. The digital imaging section has lots of camera. We have cameras from the $1,700 price point all the way to the $10,000 price point. So a camera for everybody. Actually on the show floor we have camera going all the way to the high-end flagship F65 8K camera. But two of these cameras that are really interesting this year are the PXW-Z150 and PXW-X70. The Z150 is a newcomer to our lineup, was just introduced, is actually shipping now in April. The X70 has been out for about a year. Both cameras are 4K. The X70 is 4K ready. The Z150 has a 4K built in. So it means that if you're looking into 4K in the future, you want to save-proof your investment, you can start with an HD camera, add a license key to it that will give you 4K recording in the future. Two cameras that are fairly compact. They're ideal if you have to shoot in a corporate education world or if you have to do some documentary. Both cameras have XAVC codec built in, which is the Sony advanced codec, a really efficient codec, so you can have high picture quality at a smaller payload, a smaller file size. And both cameras have a really powerful lens system. We have a G lens, the highest end quality Sony lens on this camera, and we have a Zeiss branded lens on this X70. Combine that capability, that optical capability, with the 1-inch sensor, you're now able to create a look that is extremely artistic, a shell depth of field. With a 1-inch sensor, we can easily attain a look where everything in front of me is out of focus, everything behind me is out of focus, so it attracts attention to the presenter. And that is the artistic look that you would find in a film-style production. So this camera will do that out of the box. In addition, both cameras will have relay recording, so for a mission-critical application, you know you're not going to miss the shot because you know that the footage is going to be recorded 2 times. It's a redundant recording or a relay recording if you choose. Both cameras will be able to have the MI shoe. They actually have the MI shoe system where you can add accessories like a light or a wireless. And actually we have a new wireless this year that can let you do 2 audio channels plus 2 mixed in, so 4 audio channels. It's pretty impressive. But the beauty about the MI shoe system is that there's no cable. You can power the MI shoe from the camera, so all of that in a really small form factor that keeps the audio quality with no noise added. So a really powerful solution if you have to run and gun and quickly equip your camera. The other aspect of these cameras is that because they have such a large sensor with an extremely high resolution, more than 4K, we can actually use these cameras to zoom in further in the picture. We're able to create something we call clear image zoom, and we could actually combine it with a digital zoom, but let's focus on the clear image zoom. It's a system that gives you lossless picture quality as you're zooming in. So this camera can have a 48 times zoom, a 24 times zoom, depending on which option you use, all of that from a 12 times optical zoom. So if you're sitting at the back of a room, you're doing a town hall meeting, you're doing a school play or something like that, or you're doing a documentary in a fairly large room, you're going to be able to sit at the back and have a picture that is bright because the sensor is sensitive. You have a long zoom, you're going to be able to capture all the information. All of that from really inexpensive but extremely powerful camera. If you want to know more about these cameras, we actually have a series of magazines called the Action Magazine. We also have another magazine called Cine Alta. We have more than 1,000 pages of additional information about Sony product. Beautiful documentation, case study, product information. And if you want to have more information about the Z150, X70, or any other product in the Sony lineup, please visit sony.com/professional or visit our Cine Alta or Action Magazine websites.